Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a wig review in collaboration with Wig Studio One. This is Raquel Welch, Stop Traffic, in the color SS Eggplant, which is SS4/33. Thank you so much, Wig Studio One, for sending me Stop Traffic so that I could share this really cute head of hair with all of my wig sisters. So for those of you who may not know, maybe you're watching this on my YouTube channel because these reviews post on both the Wig Studio One YouTube channel and my own. I collaborate with Wig Studio One on a review roughly once a month. And I'm so blessed to be able to partner with them. They are such a phenomenal resource for us in so many ways. So if you're not familiar with Wig Studio One, they are an online retailer. So they have an online store where they sell wigs. They also have a Facebook group called Wig Studio One Wig and Topper Support Group with thousands, tens, more than 11,000 I think now, of our wig sisters who are members. And it is, to me, one of the most invaluable resources that you can have in your wig wearing journey. If you are not currently on social media, which I completely respect and understand, I think if you are struggling with the wig journey, I would highly recommend you reconsider having a Facebook profile, even if you just kind of keep it private, but join this group or another wig group. You will get so much help from your wig sisters. It really will make your journey easier. You can ask questions, you can see wigs on your fellow wig sisters. I know you're probably watching tons of reviews, but it's helpful to see wigs on a lot of different women. So the Facebook group is awesome. So you can purchase wigs from them, you can get support from them. They have phenomenal customer service on their website. They also have a great return policy. So thank you, Wig Studio One. I am blessed to be a partner. All right, enough. Let's talk about Stop Traffic. So I'm going to give you a look at this wig all around. I'm going to talk about the color a little bit. We'll go outside so you can see this beautiful dark auburn, kind of brunette auburn outside. And then I'm going to show you the cap. I'm going to do a lot. We're going to talk about what she looked like out of the box. And I'm going to show you some styling because this one is like 2 thumbs up for styling for sure. So let's take a look at her all around first. Look at all the layers. She's quite layered. Good movement, beautiful layers, very natural. Really enjoying this one a lot. So the color, SS Eggplant, I like to start with the color. This is a very deep, dark brunette. So a 4 is a dark brown. There's only one color darker in the brunette line than a 4, and that's a 2. And a 2 in certain lights can look black. And then you've got your blacks, which typically are a 1 or a 1B. So a very dark brunette, and a 33 is a dark auburn. So you can see when I get up close, it's a great mix of the 4 and the 33. It is simply stunning. It is definitely a highlighted, I use highlighted loosely because it's not really, when I think of highlights, sometimes I think of blondes. That's not the case, but it's definitely not fully blended. It has visible, like, definition between the 4 and the 33. It is not streaky at all, but it's definitely more of a highlight versus a super blended color. It is just gorgeous. And then a SS means that it's rooted, shadow shades. And so when you see an SS on a Raquel Welch color, that means they have a shadow root, which is tough to really tell in this one because of how dark that base color is. But you can see if you really look, that it looks like a salon job on your color, because, you know, typically they don't go all the way up to the root when they start different highlights or lowlights, and so you can kind of tell that they've done that on this one. Very beautiful. For my dark brunettes who love super rich, dark browns, and you love a little bit of red, a little pop of something, this one is a beautiful color. Eggplant will make you think that there's purple in this. I do not see purple. This is not my first Raquel Welch in this color. I have seen Eggplant before, and I really expect there to be purple in the name Eggplant, but it really not. It's just a great, deep, rich, chocolatey brunette with auburn. All right, so now we can talk about this wig. So Stop Traffic is essentially a basic cap wig with a little kind of silver dollar sized mono crown, which I'll show you when I take the cap off. That is really not visible. The only thing I can tell that a mono crown really does is it gives a bit of natural, the wig lays a little bit more naturally right at the crown where that mono is. I'm trying to feel it like right there. So how the hair kind of moves and lays is a little bit more natural in that area. It can eliminate like a weird bump that you sometimes see in wigs with a mono crown. Other than that though, there's no monofilament, there's no lace front. So for my wig sisters who don't like those things, I have a wayward eyelash and it's poking me. For my wig sisters who don't like those things, you're gonna love that. And for my wig sisters who really don't think they can do basic caps, I want to talk about why I think this wig could be one to consider, because she styles amazing. So she's got all of these layers and a little bit of wave. Like there's a cute little curly cue right here, and so she's got a little bit of waves, not really curly, and definitely more straight all the way down to the ends, but a few little waves, a few little flippies, but she's not super flippy. So my opinion, when I get layered wigs that have too many flippies on the end, it just doesn't look great to me on me. I just don't love that, but this one lays so beautiful and it's just nice and casual. It's really, really great. And these are regular synthetic hair fibers. I know a lot of wigs on the Raquel Welch line come in heat-friendly synthetic. This is not heat-friendly, it is regular synthetic. I really appreciate that as well, because this was just a little bit longer. It is going to touch your shoulders just slightly, just graze your shoulders, but that means you could get a little bit of friction on the ends, which will be no problem for this synthetic style. Now I want to call your attention to the front here a little bit. You can see that she wants to have a bang. On me, this is too long to be a full bang, just barely. I have kind of short measurement from here to here, which I never can remember what it is, but I think it might be like 3 inches, 2 1/4, 3/4 maybe, to my eyebrows. So I do find a lot of wigs that want to have a bang. Those bangs tend to be a little long on me, but because they're so well done, I would just literally have to just get them where they want to lay, and I would just have to trim ever so slightly to make that a full bang. But I do find that when I sweep her to the side like this, she does pretty well, kind of staying put. Doesn't need a lot of me doing it. I don't have to do that often, and so I do like that. I think for those of you who like more hair towards the face, definitely beautiful face framing layers. This one is great for that. Super face slimming in my opinion, and really flattering. But for those of you who don't like a lot of hair around your face, you like wigs with lift that kind of go away from the face, this one does like to hang out around the face a lot. So keep that in mind with all of these layers. Let's take a look at this cap so I can tell you about that, and I can show you the mono crown that I'm referring to in case you've never seen it. That is a mono crown. It's actually a really big one, and sometimes I'll see a mono crown a little bit further back, but that's a really big one. So you get kind of an appearance of parting sort of right up there at the crown in the middle, which can make it look a little bit more natural, especially if you sit if you're usually talking to people and you're sitting, maybe you work in a job where you're customer service and you sit at a desk and people come up to like a counter and you go like this a lot, that could actually add some security to you, knowing that that part is going to look a little bit natural. So otherwise, this is what they call their Memory 3 cap. So it has these silicone strips on it, which what those will do is if you have no hair, it can help grip your scalp. If you have hair, like I've got hair, it's not doing anything for me. It's also not pulling my hair. So when I first got my first cap like this, I was a little worried that it would like kind of grip my hair and pull, because I have a super sensitive scalp. All my life, I've been so sensitive. My mom hated brushing my hair. My girlfriend, who used to do my hair before I stopped going to salons because I didn't like going because of all the hair loss, she hated brushing my hair before she had to cut it because I have such a sensitive scalp. This doesn't bother me at all. This extended nape, Velcro adjusters, and as far as permatease goes, definitely has permatease. So let's talk about that permatease. Now, really great that you cannot see the permatease. I think that mono crown helps. Let me find that mono crown for you. Where is it? It's right kind of here where all the hair kind of goes in all directions. That's where that mono crown is. You can't really see it much, but that's what gives that how it lays naturally. I'm going to show you up close when I put this back on. You really can't see the permatease, which I love. Because in a basic cap wig, sometimes you run the risk of being able to see permatease. Right up here wherever you part it. But you cannot see permatease on this one. Super great. So because it doesn't have any mono features, that means you can actually part this wherever you want. So if you want to do more of a left side, right side, whatever you want to do, you can do. And sometimes what I like to do with these kind of wigs, even though I am a left-hand parter naturally, I like to see where does it want to part? Where does this wig kind of want to lay naturally? Because every wig has sort of a preference of how it wants to lay based on how those fibers were sewn in or tied in. And so I like to do that first and then mess around and see kind of what else I want to do with it. So this one gives you that flexibility. Definitely a lot of permatease right up here. Kind of poofy permatease all on the top. Not as much poofy, pillowy permatease on the sides, but definite permatease all around this cap. What does that do for you? Gives you the ability to have good volume. This one, out of the box without even fluffing her, has a lot of volume up here. Very full on the very top and all of this. So if you're overwhelmed a lot by hair, if permatease is a challenge for you, this one is probably not for you right now. I will show you some tips and tricks though that may make this wearable for you, so stick around for that. But if you like volume, if you like full hair, then she is gorgeous and has just perfect density for the fullness that she has and for these layers. She doesn't end up looking choppy or straggly or anything like that. Just really beautiful, full, healthy head of hair that's quite polished. So just gorgeous. So I'm gonna get outside for you guys and show you this color outside. I also have an out of the box that you can see what I had out of the box. She had a little bit of box hair, so I shook her out really, really well. I took a wide tooth comb at the cap to wake up the permatease, and I sprayed her with water, scrunched her up because I just wanted to see how much curl I could get out of her, and then I hung her upside down. So this is what I got from doing just that. I don't have any product in her. I've done no more than that, and then finger styling, you know, kind of playing with her. And I've had her on for a little bit, just trying to figure out, you know, get to know her a little bit so that I could share her with you guys. So let's quick talk some styling and then we'll get outside. So I think this one is phenomenal for styling. I really am not great at styling on camera. I say this to you guys all the time. It's just kind of, I'm all fumble fingers. I have arthritic fingers, and I've just never been great at styling. And then when I try to do it fast for the camera and not have a mirror in front of me, that can be really hard. But let me just tell you the things I did do to her. And if she doesn't look good right now, don't sweat it. She looked really good when I was playing with her off camera. And I would never steer you guys wrong on this stuff. So she's really great for a low pony. So if you know, sometimes it can be helpful if you have a brush or a comb to get the fibers to lay better. You know, just doing this with your fingers can work if you're looking for a kind of a quick, messy, you know, throw and go. But if you're looking for something a little more polished, I would take more time. I'd use a comb, you know, to really get her where you want her to be. But for the purposes of a quick video, so the first thing I did was I put her in a low pony. You're going to want to make sure you do some adjusting so that you can't see, you know, the wig cap, your hair, anything like that. And then what I did was I just kind of did this. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to see, she's got some longer layers. I just want the layers that want to fall out of that pony to just come forward naturally. That's going to be the most natural look. And then you'll get a few little layers that will come down and will hide the cap. Then at that point, you can do tucking. You can pull more layers out if you feel the need to do that. Whatever you need to do, you can pull the hair out over here. Now, again, I didn't use a comb. I don't even have a mirror in front of me. I don't know exactly how she's looking, but I will tell you that when I did it in the mirror, she looked great, and I would totally wear her this way often, especially in the heat of the summer. Get the hair off your neck. It's fantastic this way. I do have a Tip Tuesday series on my channel, and I did show how to do some trim, you know, a little bit of trimming of the fibers on the sides here if they're a little too long for updos. So you can go watch that. Another really cute style with this one, and in a minute here I'm going to show you how you can de-poof her, which I also have a Tip Tuesday on. But you can just do a quick half up, half down with this one by just pulling a little bit of the hair back. Again, let what wants to fall down, fall down. Taking a claw clip, which I have a bazillion of because I love claw clips and wigs. I have a whole video on that, as a matter of fact. Again, no mirror. I have no idea if you're going to be able to see the wefting here or any of that stuff. But if you just take portions of it and then you clip it back, you can use a fancier clip. You can use a ponytail holder. And then you can, if you clip it right, you can actually do it so that you get a little bump here and make it look a little bit more kind of fancy. So that's a fantastic style with this. So the final thing I want to show you, headbands would be good with this, but the final thing I want to show you, and I'm just messing her up real good here, is how to de-poof her. Now I have a whole Tip Tuesday video on this, so you'll want to go check that out if you're in need of de-poofing help with your wigs. But little teeny tiny claw clips like these are amazing, and it works with curly wigs, with straight wigs, with everything. But what you can do, so without doing this, and again, I really messed her up good, but let's just get her back. Best I can tell in my little viewfinder here, how I had her. So then what you can do is you can take a little bit of this top layer if you don't want to see the clips, and you just move that to the side. And now you take, and you can do this anywhere you need to, as many as you need to, but you take it, and now I just dropped that other clip. I'm never going to find it because it's clear. All right, so look at that. Look at that. Look at how much flatter that looks compared to this poofy side. If I were to have that other clip and go clip this side down, I would get the same. That's how you de-poof a wig that's too poofy for you. It works with every style I've tried it on. It's amazing. And if you do it right and you use a small enough clip, now I can see it right there, but if I were in a mirror, I actually wouldn't use clear. I'd use dark brown ones. Then you really wouldn't be able to see them. But that to me is like the best tip I've ever discovered in wig wearing. So if you were to want to try this one and be afraid it's going to be too poofy for you right now where you are in your journey, know that you can deal with that, because I honestly think this one is great if you're going to be wanting to do any styling. So that's my 2 cents. I like Stop Traffic. I think she's adorable, and I think you will too if you can do a little bit of poof and some layers and some fringe. All right, so I'm gonna get outside. Let's go take a look at this color outside. All right, everyone, here we are with Stop Traffic in SS Eggplant outside, so you can really see this color. Wow. I feel like I say that a lot. You guys, I love hair. I love wigs. I love the variety. I love lots of colors. So I'm not being insincere when I say that. There are some colors that maybe aren't for me, but I can appreciate them. This one, I gotta say, it is a little dark for me, but I love how warm and chocolatey and beautiful it is that I would totally wear it in the winter. Probably not here in the summer, where in the summer I'm kind of into the blondes, but wow, it's artistry. I mean, just how they combine the dark and the auburn is true artistry. And then you can see when I talked about the SS earlier, like that shadow shade, you can see how it gives it a rooted appearance, but the rooting is the same as the base color that's through here, maybe slightly darker because of the auburn. Let's get in front of a white background here. It's 100 degrees out here right now, you guys. It's so hot. I'm not used to it. This Minnesota girl, it doesn't happen very often here. So, really gorgeous. I think if you love auburns, you're gonna love this. Truly. Just beautiful. I hope that helped. Thank you so much for watching. Thank Wig Studio One for me, for sending her to me so I could show her to you, because it allows me to show you so many more things. And please like, subscribe, and comment if these videos are helpful for you, because that helps me and I want to stick around for as long as you'll have me. Thanks guys, I'll talk to you soon. All right everyone, let's take a look at Stop Traffic out of the box. So here she is. Just out of the box. I just pulled her out and I took the tag off, but I have done nothing else to her. Just took the tag off. All right, so this is what you might see if you pull her out of the box. She is looking messy. You know, she needs some shaking out. There is a little bit of permatease, not a whole lot, but we're gonna need to wake up the permatease. She clearly needs to be combed out. I mean, there's just minimal little things I think that need to be done to make her look really cute. So, first thing I'm gonna do, again, let's just take a look at her all around. Really not bad at all. Okay, so let's just take her and I'm gonna shake her out. So that's one of the very first things that you're gonna do. You wanna shake a wig out, you get it out of the box, you can shake it like this, you can give it a few really good tosses hanging onto the nape. This one doesn't have a lace front, but if she did, I wouldn't wanna do that to the lace front. So kind of shaking it out. Definitely with a basic cap wig, you just wanna make sure you're waking up that permatease a little bit. So just combing through her just gently. She has some loose, messy waves, so I'm not gonna wanna do too much combing until I see what the waves wanna have done. But just some real basic combing, and now let's put her back on and see now what we've got. All right. A little bit better. So because she's not a full curly wig and because of how messy she is, I do think this one needs some combing. So we're just gonna take the wide tooth comb and sort of gently comb through her. I can take some water to her after just to see what the potential is for these curls. Much more curly than this, and I'd want to be real careful with doing that because I don't want to relax the curls before I even get a chance to see what they can do. All right. So now we're starting to see what kind of shape she's gonna take. Much better. And the fibers feel really great. Nice and silky. Now, because she has a basic cap, there is no monofilament to sort of tell me what kind of natural parting she wants to have. I have the flexibility to part her anywhere I want because, you know, I don't have the limitation of a monofilament or a monopart. But all wigs kind of naturally want to do something out of the box. She just doesn't really, it's really kind of hard to tell. So what I like to do is I just like to play and shift it around one side, the other side, go more center, just to see what makes it look the most natural. And then I can kind of go from there and work in what I prefer. So that's basically the out of the box. So it just needs some playing. I'm gonna spray her with water. I'm gonna scrunch her up, and then I'm gonna hang her upside down back on my towel rack, just so that I can see what the potential is for some of these waves. How curly can I get her? And I'll have told you everything that I did. Thanks for watching.